YouTube, it's Above Average Cody, and now that I've finally completed a session of esports coaching, I want to take one more video to describe to you guys kind of what pushed me to the point of finally wanting coaching, and then even more importantly, I want to touch upon who I think coaching is best for. Now, first off, guys, I have had a pretty arrogant approach to esports coaching overall. I've always been a hard worker, a grinder, I'm watching videos, I'm putting in all the effort to try and get better, and really just always looking at aspects of my game where I can improve on and hyper focusing those points. And I reached a point in Halo Infinite where I'm doing what I feel like I'm doing everything right. I'm still putting in all of the practice. I know what I'm doing wrong, but for some reason, I just cannot take that next step. You guys have seen it. I've gotten very, very good, but I just can't hit that upper echelon of gameplay that I feel like I should be at with all the hours I'm putting in. So I sat back after one of the live streams and I figured it was time to try out some esports coaching. I was fortunate enough to have Eli having already offered some coaching. He was willing to do it live, which was a fantastic experience, by the way. Shout out to Eli the Ninja. And I decided it was time to give it a go. And frankly, guys, I think it really helped me. It didn't necessarily guide me down the right path, but it did show me really the little irks I have in my gameplay that I really need to adjust and fix to really take that next step finally on my journey to being a better Halo Infinite player. And it is worth saying that this coaching session has completely changed my outlook on coaching, and now I feel like I can give a really good opinion on who I think coaching is best for. Now, I will preface this by saying nobody needs coaching. Nobody needs to go online, seek out a coach, and that is the only way for some people to get better. No, I firmly believe that anybody that is willing to take the time, put in the work, put in the practice, and do what they need to do to get better can seriously reach that upper tier without any coaching. But on the flip side of that, guys, everybody has had a coach at some point in their life at the top level. Even LeBron James, in fact, has coaches in the NBA. Go figure. Now, I broke it up into three groups of people, guys. The first group being the beginner player that just wants to get better. They know they want to get better, but they aren't really sure the route they should go and what they should do, and they aren't really looking to put in the time to learn. I think this is where coaching really, really shines. And you don't have to be a beginner. You can be somebody that's experienced enough and just all of a sudden decides they want to improve at the game. I feel coaching is the best route for these people because some people just want to be shown the proper path, laid out what they need to do, pictures drawn, everything. Here you go. You put in the time, you work on this, you will become a better player. I think that is, if you fit in this category, I think coaching is exactly where you should be, in my personal opinion. Now, going on to the second group of people, which is actually the category I would put myself in. These are the people that put in the time, put in the work, do the practice to get better. They're in the trenches, reading stuff from other pros, watching YouTube videos. They're doing everything they can to improve their gameplay, but they kind of reach a plateau level or somewhere they feel kind of stuck, and they may be on the right path, but they're kind of having trouble carrying through with that path and finally taking that step to the next level. That is the tier I put myself in, guys, and I feel coaching really just put me in the exact position I need to be to finally buff out the scratches in my gameplay, if you will. Because there's no better way or no better person to get advice from than somebody who's already done it, be it been a coach in an esport or already gone pro for an esport, because there's plenty of current and ex-pros in pretty much every game, not even just Halo Infinite, that are willing to do coaching, and there's no better place to get the knowledge than from somebody who has already traveled down the path you want to go down. And I think this kind of group of people, which again, where I put myself, can benefit from coaching, but I don't think they need it quite as much. Do I think there was a couple other things I could have tweaked and kept working to get to where I think the coaching is helping me get to? Yes, I 100% think I could have done that, but I do believe coaching gives you the fast pass, if you will, because it is sometimes easier to get that outside perspective, again, from somebody that's done it, that can say, hey, this is what I'm seeing wrong. This is what I would work on. This is what you're doing good. You pair that together and you can take that next step. And I think I benefited greatly from coaching. But again, I think I could have done it without. It's just that I feel like it's kind of like the fast pass on showing you what you're doing wrong. And now the third group of people, guys, I brought this up in one of my recent videos. There are just some people that pick up a game, be it FPS or anything competitive, and they are just gifted at it. Either they're cracked on the sticks and their aim is lights out, or they're fantastic and just really understand the objective play, the spawns, the communication, and then they kind of just get the gunplay as they go. There is a very small select few people like that, but I think those are the people that honestly should want coaching the least. Again, I think they can benefit from it because there's some people that are just really gifted at a game and are just like a loose cannon and just like a couple little tweaks and they're right there at the pro level. I feel like they still can benefit from coaching, but I do not think, I think if anybody was to not be considering coaching and be like, oh, that's not even an option, I think that's probably the group. So they benefit the least. So I think to some extent, esports coaching, if you get it from the right person, the right coach, and you're ready to be a student, I really do think it can benefit everybody. That was not the opinion I had prior to finally being ready for a coaching session, but I was extremely pleased with my experience. It was awesome. I'm glad to say I did it, and let's just say the channel liked it so much we may be looking at more coaching in the future, guys. So to recap, I think those who can benefit most from coaching are the people that want to get good but aren't sure where to go to get better. And then the middle group benefits a little less, but I think still benefits a lot, is the group that does the work, puts in the practice, and kind of just needs an outside perspective from somebody that's already done it at that level to kind of help them and kind of give them that last little nugget of help they need to make that jump. And then I think the people that benefit the least are obviously the people who already cracked at the game. If you feel like you're already the best of the best or really close to the best, I really don't think you need much coaching. Again, I think it can help in different ways than the other two groups, but I think you can still benefit from it. But alrighty, guys, the biggest things I want to wrap up this video with are: you do not need coaching. It is okay to want coaching. I think you can benefit from it, but nobody needs to go and get coaching. So if you don't have the money, you don't really feel like you have the time, I promise you, put in a little bit extra work, put yourself in the right YouTube rabbit hole, if you will. You will get better at the game with the proper practice. But lastly, guys, coaching, now that I've experienced it, it was an amazing experience. Again, Eli was fantastic. He really saw, if you say I see like 90 degrees of the game like this, he's seeing the full 180 degrees. He really takes in everything that's going on, and that just seeing how big brain he is, which is the best phrase I could use, it really motivates me to want to get to that level. And although I did learn a lot of individual techniques that I go over in yesterday's video, I'll link in the description, just the motivation alone I got from listening to Eli analyze my game just really floors me to want to keep working and get better. And I think that was one of the very valuable things I got out of my coaching session. But alrighty, guys, I think that's about everything I wanted to say. Coaching, very useful, not needed, but very useful. But please, guys, subscribe to the channel. We literally live stream 5 days a week. I'm uploading every day. We're doing all kinds of fun stuff like live coaching sessions. So hit that sub button, guys. Leave a like on the video. Leave a comment, guys. I want to hear all of your thoughts on esports coaching. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Have you tried esports coaching? A lot of thoughts I'd like to hear down below, guys, so feel free to go crazy down there. And then finally, channel memberships, super thanks if you'd like to support monetarily. It helps me out ever so much as a creator, but please do not feel like you have to. But alrighty, guys, that does it for me. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for all the support lately. Stay happy, stay healthy, and stay tuned for the next video.